Hey, you guys, just stay tuned, you guys. We're going to start in just a bit here. We're talking about 7 COVID-19 American secrets revealed, you guys, what America's not telling you about COVID-19. So stay tuned, you guys. We are starting shortly.
I believe Americans need to be told the truth. And I believe that the best scientific guidance and advice was not being conveyed to the American public during that time. I believe by not telling America the truth or being fully transparent, regardless of where the information was coming from, people were not as prepared as they could have been and should have been. We did not forewarn people. We did not train people. We did not educate them on social distancing and wearing a mask as we should have in January and February. All of those forewarnings and all those educational opportunities for the American public could have had an impact on further slowing this outbreak and saving more lives. We do not still have enough personal protective equipment to manage our healthcare workers and protect them from influenza and COVID-19. We still do not have the supply chains ramped up for the drugs and vaccines, and we still don't have plans in place on how we distribute those drugs and vaccines, and we still do not have a comprehensive testing strategy so Americans know which tests do what to do with that information, and we know how to find this virus and trap it and kill it. There's a lot of work we still have to do.
There was a visit to the CDC on March 6th, and at that visit, the administration said, anybody who wants a test will get a test. Was that true then?
There still are not enough tests.
So even this week, as we're being told, anybody who wants a test can have a test. Is that true in the United States of America?
No.
Hey, you guys, what's up? It's Kareem Jackson. You are live on the set, you guys. We are live in the Philippines and Asia. I help woke entrepreneurs to minimize their cluttered lifestyles, to outsource their business processes, to make more money, have more profits, and live their dream life using tech while they do it. But since I'm one of the only few Black American media in Asia right now, in the Philippines Islands. And as you guys see right here today, we are talking about 7 secrets that America has, you guys. They are not telling you about the coronavirus, COVID-19. Especially my Black people, Black folks, you gotta watch this show, you guys. You gotta see this because there's things they aren't telling you, not by like anything malicious or anything terrible or negative, but just aren't telling you because the perspectives, the paradigms, the values are different. In America, the value really is about the economy. It's not about health. It's not about family, anything like that. It's really about go, go, go. I think it is totally crazy, and you guys need to hear this stuff. So the first thing I want to talk to you about this is that one thing I'm not telling you about that I hear a lot about is the issue of widespread testing, you guys. In Asia right now, we have less cases. A lot of folks are a little bit more orderly in understanding the government and understanding the laws, and folks don't argue about stuff, and people kind of like deal with things the way they're supposed to be dealt with. So this is totally the key, you guys. This is the key. I don't know what everyone's talking about. I don't know what they're talking about, what they're trying to express to people, but this right here is totally the key. So widespread testing, you guys, it is something that has to be done. I understand why the states, like Trump is saying that there's not widespread testing. I understand that. I get that. Their belief is that if you have tons and tons of tests, then you have tons of positives. And I get that mentality. I get it, especially when it comes to economy and marketing and things like that. And that philosophy is not true at all. It's totally crazy not true. I'm gonna tell you this too, you guys. You may not want to hear it, but the test that first started that America never did was that forehead test when you walk in places. Here in Asia, they were doing that at restaurants, McDonald's, the malls, everywhere. If you weren't feeling well, if your temperature was up and you didn't know, they cared about you. It wasn't like fear, like, oh my God, so much. They cared about you, they checked, and that was the beginning of the test. Then they started getting with these people and realizing, okay, these folks that have these temperatures and these high temperatures and things like that, these folks take them to the side. Let's check them out. Let's take them to the nurse, get the hospital. So they caught this really, really quick. And what happens is forget the test. It's too late now, so you have to do tons of testing because people out here, or people in the West, understand they were dying in retirement homes. Just boom, dead. They were stacking up all over the West, you guys. They were dying in hospitals. They were dying in their homes. They were dying at their jobs. People were just collapsing and dying before they could find out what it was. Here in the Philippines, they caught it early. And that's where I'm saying, yes, mass testing in America, you've got to do that. That is the important thing that you have got to do. So then the day, if you're feeling sick and you need to get tested or you want to go to the hospital, you should be able to do that. And I think that that is totally the difference between here in Asia and the States. But as usual with American mentality, it's not about a billion tests, not necessarily. And it's what I know they can make money on that, because the more tests, the more COVIDs, the more COVID deaths, they allocate tons of money to that. So the hospitals make money, the drug companies make money, Medicare will be broke when they get done with it. So I get it. Another thing not talked about is who pays. Here, they just test you. It's not an issue of where, when, who, what, whatever. So financially or guiltfully, who pays, and if when the business opens, then who's the staffer? They know that mass testing is the answer. They just don't want to be the ones to do it because it kind of hurts them. But in the day, the deaths hurt you more. I think that they're also playing down the fact that you guys, they don't push the mask thing. They're so cool. You know, he's too cool to wear a mask. His wife is too cute to wear even a scarf. I mean, I get it. But in the day, testing tells you who has it, and wearing a mask keeps you from infecting someone else if you're asymptomatic and you don't think you have it. Is that they're not telling you about the whole value of mass testing. Number two, you guys, I'm telling you, farm fresh food. Around the world, farmers are booming fresh food and the distributors are busy, but in America, they are not, you guys. The farmers are throwing away food. It's no big deal. They're trying to get the restaurants open. They're trying to get McDonald's open. People are eating more fast food there than they ever had before because the good food isn't available, right? But America doesn't want you to know one big secret. Understand this, you guys. Fast food in America is big money, big business. They make a lot of money on fast food, processed food. So a big secret, you guys, the reason why they are number one in America for coronavirus cases and deaths specifically, you guys, they know that you hear about it, but you don't really understand what it means. The reason America is number one right now, we're killing the whole world right now. We're beating everybody in this one situation. When it comes down to it, largely because of its late response, how late they were responding. First it was a hoax, it was this, then it was that, and that kind of slowed everybody down. We procrastinated, that's true. But the other reason is because we are so unhealthy. Fast food, you guys, is killing us. Right now, farmers are booming because here in Asia, one thing they know is like, okay, I miss McDonald's, but it's like once a week now. Because here, McDonald's is more money, it's more expensive. It's cheaper to actually go out and buy a fresh chicken and have fresh chicken every single day. It's cheaper. So farming is booming around the world, you guys. You know, supplements and nutrients and all that. We love the chemicals. But in the day, the reason why a lot of Americans are getting sicker and dying tons more than everywhere in the world. One thing I do see, they don't tell you that everyone around here in Asia is saying, they're really saying, you guys, that McDonald's, that Kentucky Fried Chicken, let's think about that. But the big difference in America is the quality of the food, the lifestyle, and medical racism, you guys. Let's be very honest. You know there's medical racism. You know that you guys know that certain people, when they go to the doctor, no matter who you are, no matter how much money you have, there's certain people that actually will never get the same service as the next guy. Number three, you guys, in my book is fake news, propaganda, and media blocking, you guys. In the beginning, when here in Asia, we were talking about coronavirus concerns while we were Christmas shopping in 2019, you guys. And even during our New Year's Eve parties, we sent one person to the mall to shop for Christmas, December 2019. Whether they believe to be true or not, because of the rhetoric, you guys, the US media, Facebook, YouTube, and all the news outlets believed this fool and deemed our stories as fake news. Every Asian was trying to get information out. Fake news reverse screwed America in this situation, you guys. They really did. But because of the president's rhetoric, because they believed his rhetoric, they really believed in the beginning that it was a hoax, a Democratic hoax. They really believed that it was only a Chinese thing. So what happened was, you Americans, you didn't see on YouTube, you didn't see on Facebook, you didn't see these ads promotions. You didn't see the shows, you guys, of people that were saying, buy mask, watch out, don't shop as much. People are getting sick in December. Even if they would have said, we don't know what it is, it's a crazy flu, but it's really, really out there. So be careful of the flu. Buy vitamin C. Don't go out so much. You guys probably would have been like a lot of countries in Asia that didn't have so many cases. So that gets me, guys, to number 4. One thing they're killing you guys, not telling you about, and they're really playing games with you guys in the States, they are not telling you the real cost of death in America, you guys. Come on now. This is mainly killing minority folks, poor folks, people that were already on, medication, already on Medicare. That's who is killing y'all. The ones that are affected are us. So at the end of the day, the richest nation on earth, that means there's more people that are poor in this nation, right? So that many countries around the world, just economic fact. If you are the richest country, and we know for a fact that the reason these folks are rich are really doing great things, if we know that and it's very true, we also know that you guys have most of the poor folks are going to be in the same country. And I don't mean poor like you're thinking about third world countries. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean working poor. You got a job, but you have no savings. The economic cost to death in America is huge. Okay? Because in the day in America, you can be working and poor. You can have 2 jobs in your home, but you're still poor. Do you understand what that means, you guys? You can be working poor. That is crazy to me. If you work in McDonald's 9-to-5 job, they tell you to do this, save money for a rainy day, right? At the end of the day, if you do get sick and you do die, it doesn't cost them a dime. You're the guinea pig. And I'm here in Asia. The reason I'm doing these 7 secrets I'm telling you guys about, because there's certain things here they are not doing. America's the richest country on earth, right? That's what you guys are saying. It depends on me what you call rich. If it's all about money, maybe so. If it's all about the economy, maybe so. But if it's about family and ethics and time and happiness and less stress and all those pre-existing conditions that kill people, maybe not so. The politicians, they're Zooming. They're going for meetings. They have aides. They have assistants. They have butlers and maids and nannies and yayas and all that stuff. You may not think about it, you guys, but in America, you guys, everyone works because they have to work. They need to have a job to maintain their lifestyle. It's not like here and abroad, you guys, where one person could possibly work and feed the whole family. So if you lose that one person's job, there's another person that can go out and make a little money maybe, or they can go hustle to do this, or they have that one person's job. So they were living off that one small job anyway. So if that job wasn't a bunch of money, then maybe if they get a little relief, or they get some help from friends, or if they get another job, or they get another work at home type thing, then of course they can replace that income because they're not so totally maxed out, you guys. In America, the average entire family work. Grandma, grandpa, little dad, big sis, they all work, you guys. So if you get sick or you get laid off or you're staying at home, or heaven forbid, if you die, you guys, they lose more than just that one income. They work, get paid, work, get paid. So when they get sick or they can't work, or heaven forbid the job is gone and they can't just go get a little rinky-dink job somewhere else, and then now there's this health crisis, and the American government and the rich, they love this, to be honest. They love it. It's called working class poor. So when they gave you the $1,200, 90% of you have already spent that $1,200. It's not like you were set up to where you got the money and it was extra, or if you got it, it wasn't matter. In Asia, that's kind of how we are. I'm okay. We got to figure things out. It's been happening for a long time. People are stressing and struggling, but we weren't a maxed out lifestyle to where you couldn't change your career. You couldn't think what you wanted to do. You couldn't say, hey, I need to not work because it's not safe for my grandmother or myself. You have to go out and take the chance and kill yourself. And that's why there's so many infected, you guys. Even right now, they're rallying to go to work. And now the places where they rallied, or they opened back up, of course it's more cases. Of course it's going to be more deaths. Come on, you guys. It's common sense, you guys. So at the end of the day, number 4, the cost of death in America is that in America, one job is not enough. You need 2-3 jobs in the household. If you're single, you need a night job and a daytime job. If something happens to you, you have there's nothing to fall back on, right? So in the day, the cost of death in America is crazy because, believe it or not, around the world, you guys, I know you may not believe this, but around the world, you guys, one income is still enough to feed your family. And I don't want to sound harsh, but in most countries, you can live off at least 2 incomes. The whole family can live. So when things happen like this, it doesn't devastate everyone, actually. They can figure it out. Yeah, they can be homeless. Things happen. They don't have the government assistance that they have. But in the day, they can go out. The son can start to work and take care of the family because dad is sick. Here, the son's already working. It isn't enough. Mom's working. It isn't enough. Dad's working. It isn't enough. So the cost of death in America is because in America, you can't live a nice life with one job. So let's move on, you guys. Number 5, you guys. is it man-made or is it manipulated? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day whether it's the Batgirl, the American scientist, the Wuhan lab, or whatever it does. Does it really matter? When it comes down to it, when you don't have money, when you don't have the savings you need, when you don't have the leadership that you need, all of those things, when it comes down to it, it doesn't matter. It's just like it is with cancer and HIV and hypertension and high blood, diabetes, depression, SARS, Ebola. That's the issue they're not really understanding. Is in the day, it doesn't matter whether it's man-manipulated, man-made, or whatever it is. I'll tell you this. I think that it was man-made or manipulated. I believe it was. But in the day, that's only a distraction, you guys. It doesn't matter because now you got to pay for it. So who made it is a distraction. Maybe they might sue China and win something because it got out. They're going to fight that we didn't make it. It was an accident. No different than, the bird flu from America, for example. And I was going to leave this right here and not get into this too much, man-made, manipulated, because I don't want to sound like I'm totally talking about conspiracy theories. But I believe that whether it is or not, it doesn't matter to the regular person. So I believe that that's a distraction. I'll tell you this right here, right now, is that I think that one thing that they're not telling you definitely about is the true cause of death. We know that in the States right now that they are, no doubt, they're just marking folks coronavirus, 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 and they're not really telling you the true cause of death. Poor diet, lack of income, and unhealthy lifestyles is a major cause of death from coronavirus. Here, everyone gets tested. Of course, rich folks, they can get tested faster like the States, but pretty much everyone's getting tested. If you feel bad, you go to the doctor, you get tested. They're not saying to you, go buy vitamin C, you guys. Go buy multivitamins. Stop eating fast food now. I'm not going to tell you that. Eat healthier, you guys. I'm not going to tell you that. They're going to demand that the companies lower the price of organic foods. Won't tell you that. The true cause of death, you guys, poor diet, lack of income, unhealthy eating styles are the major causes. Keep that in mind. Yes, there is horrific loss of life, no doubt about it. A lot of folks are dying, you guys, and I personally fear for my parents who are in the States, as well as my aunts, my uncles, and my sisters, in the States right now, who are all black. They're all in America right now, have pre-existing conditions, you guys. My aunts, uncles have pre-existing conditions. So I worry about them because I know that in the day, the diet, the not healthy food, the major cause of death is not the coronavirus. It's not because they're on ventilators. It's these years and years of terrible food, not even fair health care, things like that. Because now we know stress, fake food, this is here, okay? A lot of it in the States, while your immune system is so weak, is stress, you guys. So now instead of killing you in 30 years, as I said before, they're killing you in 30 days. That's what's happening. The cause of this death is health and stress. Here that people care about you, they genuinely do. In the States, you're kind of on your own. That's why the government has to pay all this money. You guys may not want to hear about it. If you guys saw my last video, I had a video about 10 industries that are booming right now, and America doesn't want to tell you. I'm going to tell you myself, you guys. They don't want you to know that it is a huge boom, you guys. Even here, it's a transition of wealth. Things are changing. Folks are stressed out. But some folks are booming right now. Some drivers of tricycles, delivery drivers, they're making a lot of money. Farmers, food places are making a lot of money. The economic boom that we're seeing is like they knew that it was going to happen. You can look at my video, 10 industries that are booming right now because of the coronavirus. I did a video talking about 10 industries that I thought were booming right now because of the coronavirus. This guy right here, American politicians. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying a lot of them. I'm not saying many of them. So the American government has about 10 trillion. I think it's about 15 trillion now. US dollars to the economy, and much was bestowed to the rich folks and large businesses. We know that, right? The American rich, this guy in this picture, is just an example of folks that transferred or sold their stock. And I'm curious, where did they sell the stock to? Because they know pharmaceuticals, they know the economy bailouts, they're going to give their friends a bunch of money. You guys, this went to certain companies, and all of them were not poor. So say that you did own Ruth Chris, and you did close down. And you as the board or the owners of Ruth Chris, you're financially okay. The ones hurting is your staff, right? So if you get a bailout and you're not open, what's the bailout for? And you don't need the money. It's not like you gave the money to your staff who was at home. That's not what you did. You took the money, you're holding it to maintain things. And then when you come back, you may or may not hire these folks back, correct? Then the government sends money to the employees as unemployment or bailouts or whatever to all the people that are working, even $1,200, right? So if you got bailout money for your big company, then why did the government have to give the people the money? Anyway, my point is that at the end of the day, the economic boom is going to be certain people. We talk about how everyone needs to have a website. They need to go online. They need to promote their company. They need to grow their company. I'm going to tell you this, number 7, you guys, there's an economic boom coming, and I think that they forgot something. And I'm going to tell you this, it's the secret. They're not telling you. Yes, there's an economic boom coming. You know it. You see it. That's not what I'm talking about. These folks withdrew their money because they were invested in stocks that were for mainly successful people. Travel, hospitality, leisure, things like that, right? What this virus has done in this wave is that now small business guys have the biggest advantage. The entrepreneurs, if you're working and you want to get into your own business, right now is the best time to do it. 2 reasons, you guys, for this number 7, the economic boom that's really booming for you, is that you just need to make what you made at your job. Believe me when I'm telling you that the boom right now coming is for you. If you're a small business, get a website, honey. Get out there, get online. But you guys, you're live on the set with Kareem Jackson, so I have a bonus for you. I have number 8, you guys. America failed, big time. They do not want to tell you that. They want to keep that secret. You guys, they do not want you to know that they failed. Believe me, you guys, that is the biggest secret of all. America does not want you to know that they failed miserably. You guys may not believe this. You may not believe me. You may think I'm joking, but I'm telling you this right now. A lot of these folks, when it came down to it, I think that Trump pissed off so many people that when this thing hit the fan, right, and it happened in China and whatever, I remember he's saying that they held information and all of this stuff. He called it a hoax, you guys. China was telling you, I was here. They were telling us. I think that the biggest thing that they need to understand is that they threw him under the bus. Honestly, I believe that they took the U.S. president for a fool and they threw him and America under the coronavirus bus. You guys, I'm telling you this right now. Believe me. Listen to my words here. I don't think it's Trump's fault at all. I believe that they threw him under the bus and they really saw them as such arrogant fools and they believed it was a hoax. And the Democrats, they were such big egos. This is a global pandemic. Okay, I'm in Asia doing my shows. I'm publishing magazines here. You guys can see more of me at KareemAntonio.com. You can ask at KareemAntonio.com. You guys, you can link below. I'm here, stressed out, wearing masks. What to do? I'm filming with a mask on. Things are changing. So at the end of the day, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just want to talk about 7 secrets, you guys, that America is not telling you about. Hope that you guys understand that I am not trying to pass conspiracy theories right now. That's not it. I just feel that from all the questions and crazy insights that I get, you guys all know that we guys are here in the Philippines, are working in the Philippines. We are touching base and we are creating the Bulacan Lifestyle magazine, you guys. We're showcasing Bulacan lifestyle, Philippines lifestyle. And now with this coronavirus, the way they've treated me, I told you before, I've had some great love from them. I've got care packages, relief packages. Even though that I look like I'm okay, I live in a subdivision, they check if I'm okay. They're checking if I got food or not. I take the food, I give it to my staff or my friends or people that I know that need it, but they give food, they help us out. So that's a beautiful thing. America, do not treat foreigners. China, do not treat Africans. You guys, come on. Don't treat them bad, you guys. Filipinos, thank you for your hospitality. Thank you so much, you guys, for all the love. I'm glad you guys were here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, you guys, thank you very much. That was 7 secrets that I think America's not telling you about. Thanks again, you guys. I'll check you out next time and love you much. Remember, success is for everybody. So thanks, you guys. Hey, local small business owners, entrepreneurs, and celebrities. Hey, you guys, I've got a secret to tell you. Go get that promo. Check this out. K&Co has a new website promo for $350. That's just 15,000 pesos, and your small business can have a fantastic website. You know how the guys are beating you out there, how they're getting customers, how they're online. Despite anything, they can keep going. They can still reach customers. People can still buy, see their stuff. Here, you guys, I've got the secret. They can still do it because they're reaching their clients online with their fantastic website. The promo, you guys, is just 15,000 pesos, $350. You can showcase your products and reach the world. Go get that promo.